All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Lord, what fools these mortals be or not to be. That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing end them. What's in a name? That which we call a rose, by any other name, would smell as sweet. Out, out, brief candle, life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. If music be the food of love, play on. All the world's a stage, to be or not to be. Out, out, brief candle. What's in a name? What fools these mortals be, play on. Merely players, the question, signifying nothing. What's in a name? To be that which we call a rose. That by out, out, play it is nobody eyes, and all end them.
Sweet swan of Avon, what a sight it were to see thee in our waters yet appear. Soul of the age, the applause, delight, the wonder of our stage. My Shakespeare, rise! Thou art a monument without a tomb, and art alive still while thy book doth live. Triumph, my Britain! Thou hast one to show to whom all scenes of Europe homage owe. He was not of an age, but for all time.
I never wished Juliet dead, or Romeo for that matter. It had to be done for the sake of the story. It had to be done for dramatic effect. Their fate is too strongly fixed in the sources. In real life, Julia Brown might come to the same bloody end, but I do not wish that for her. One will die. It is a tragedy, after all. Watch as my dark lady poet and schoolmistress Amelia Lanier alters the course of a life, and in so doing tells the story of a real Juliet.
Julia, do not forget our outing to see the Mousetrap at the Globe tomorrow. You will need to tell your father you are at church again. I thought you might like to read this. It was entrusted to me before Shakespeare's death. I know how fond you are of his plays.
The Diary of William Shakespeare, August 11th, 1590.
I still struggle with Juliet. Should she come to such a tragic end? Those familiar with the story insist virally that she must die. The point of the story is lost if she lives. Lately I have wished the great poet Ovid here with me to consult. It seems we are doomed to repeat our myths. Surely he could tell me why his Thisbe had to die. Romeo's plight is but a trifle compared to Juliet's fate. He loves her, sure, and Paris would not a good match make. But Capulet must stand firm with his wish for her to marry him. There is no other way. Romeo and Juliet are forever star-crossed, and must die together, I am afeard.
Shall I read more, or shall I stop at this?
Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it as many of our players do, I had as leave the town crier spoke my lines.
Nor do not saw the air too much with your hand, thus but use all gently, for in the very torrent, tempest, and as I might say, whirlwind of your passion,
you must acquire and get a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious, periwigated fellow tear a passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the cars of the groundlings, who, for the most part, are capable of doing nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I ever will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
I am Ronan, son of Burbage.
O gentle Ronan, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou think a sign too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Ronan, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardest, ere I was ware, my true love's passion, and therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear.
Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract today. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. Sweet, good day, this bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have today?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
Oh, my bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu.
Oh, blessed, blessed night, I am afeard, being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering speak to be substantial.
If that thy bent of love be true, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and accompany thee, my lord, throughout the world. My life upont, young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not?
A little by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
What years of faith?
About your years, my lady.
Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
I am not 14.
So tell me, daughter Julia, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now. The valiant Perry seeks you for his love. What say you? Can you love the gentleman?
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
Well, that may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maybe must be, love, on Thursday next.
I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Ronan, son of Burbage, who I know you hate, rather than Perry.
Pray you, sir, a word. My young student bade me inquire you out, if ye should lead her into a fool's paradise. If you should deal double with her, truly it were an ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Commend me to thy lady and pupil. Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, and there she shall be shrived and married.
Well, sir, there is a nobleman in town, one Perry, that would marry her. But this alliance may not so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love. Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
Merrily, good lady, but how will fair Juliet escape her father and Harry?
I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate in execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If rather than marry Perry, Julia has the strength of will to slay herself, then it is likely she will undertake a thing like death, and if she darest, I'll give her remedy.
the day. She's gone, she's dead. Can heaven be so envious? Yea, noise, then I'll be brief. O happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rust and let her die.
Put down your weapon. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage. Hold, Perry.
I am hurt. A plague of both your houses. I am sped.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a brave man. A plague of both your houses. Oh, I am slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb, lay me in Juliet.
Where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am.
Where is my Ronan?
This gentleman, your father's ally, your very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in our behalf. This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe, others must end.
Pitiful sight! Here lies Perry slain, and Julia, warm and newly alive, who here hath lain these 2 days buried.
Oh, heavens! Look how Perry bleeds. This dagger hath mistaken. For lo, his house is empty on the path of pilgrimage. It received Perry's bosom. Say at once what thou dost know of this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as it is a tedious tale. For Ronan, and not for Perry, Julia pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her perforce to Perry. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some means to rid her from this marriage. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death.
Good madam, hear me speak, and let no quarrel nor no brawl come to taint the condition of this present hour. If that the injuries be justly weighed, that have on both sides passed.
I pray you, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. Now comes a gentle concord in the world.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we bear more will hear anon. Brown, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us this couple shall be eternally knit. Away with us, 2 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity.
Are you sure that I'm awake? It seems to me that yet I sleep, I dream.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have to wear away the long age of 3 hours? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of our torturing hour?
A play there is, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter never shed. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lanthorn, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Nina's tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I one snout by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe did whisper, often very secretly. Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence!
O night, alack, alack, alack! I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot, and thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O lovely wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now I will to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art, my love I think.
Oh, kiss me through the wall, the whole of this vile wall.
Mwah! I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Will thou at Ninny's tomb meet me straightway?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my heart discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
You, ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on board, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when the lion rough in the wildest rage doth roar!
This is Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright, for by thy gracious golden glittering gleams, I trust to take of truth's Thisbe's sight. What dreadful dole is here? Eyes do see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Oh, wherefore nature did thou lions frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is no, which is the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound, outsword and wound. The pap of Pyramus! Thus die I, thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now I die.
Oh, asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, arise! These my lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Lovers make moan, tongue not a word. Come, trusty sword, come blade my breast immune. Farewell, friends, thus this be ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead. I, and wall too, know assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. No epilogue, for this play needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there needs none to be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy. And so it is, truly, and very notably.